Welcome everybody to tonight's episode of My Shadow. This is episode 10.
What a week.
What a week, indeed.
Yeah, Cuppa, you want to get us going here?
Well, I think the title of this episode is The New Name is What? What? Well, the new name is what? And that's the question that we had to. How long ago did this name change take place? Oh, I guess we should first talk about what the new name is. Can anyone even remember what it is?
Unique.
And how's that spelled? YEW space NEEK and with a little TM up above it. Now, I'm not sure he actually went by the patent office, but in his thing, it has a little TM above it. Unique.
Yeah.
Nobody had a vote on this. And does anybody have a good explanation of why this happened?
No clue.
I don't know.
I don't know. He wanted congruency with his screen name on Twitch.
It's something to do with Call of Duty, isn't it?
Yeah, Call of Duty. There you go. Yeah, that's his name on Call of Duty.
Character he plays or something like that.
Yeah.
I called in and I asked him, and he didn't give me a very straightforward answer. I have a theory of why he did it, but here's while looking, because I couldn't figure it out. I had to even look up how it was spelled, and I came by his profile, and I was kind of stunned at the numbers that Kyle gets on this channel. Now, all his Science numbers transferred over to Unique, but just look at the profile. He has 16.6 thousand subs. But guess how many total views Kyle has on his channel in total that switched over from Science to what he has now? Everyone take a guess of how many views you think he has.
1.1 million.
It's a pretty good guess.
Okay, 1.2 million.
Pretty good.
I'd say about 1 million.
Okay, you're going low. And SD Girl, what's your guess of how many total views that the Science Entertainment channel has on YouTube?
I'll go higher with 1.5.
You know, he has
total views since he started the channel?
Yeah, in total, all of them.
20 million then. I'd say 20 million.
Okay, you say 20 million. Does anybody else want to revise?
Oh, it's higher than 20 million? Wow.
Damn.
No, I'm not necessarily. Well, I'll just reveal. This stunned me. I don't know what's a lot to you, but it's 9.56 million.
Yes.
Wow.
That's pretty high.
It's 9,560,000 views. Now, you can say they're clickbait or...
I knew it. I knew we were right for watching. There was a reason why we
That's a lot of views. It really is.
It is.
Now, the problem is how he does or does not monetize that. And I think that goes back to the name change. I'll get into that in a little bit. But that's like, I mean, have you guys put up a video on YouTube or something? How hard it is to get 100 views or 1,000? Now, he's talking about other people. You're maybe creating your own content.
That does that include live streams? Because he takes those down. So I'm assuming that wouldn't count, right?
This is for his
video reaction.
Yeah, his videos, his what he calls reaction videos.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
And it kind of makes me think that the model that he's been using doesn't really monetize. That's so many views, even if it's by clickbait. And here's another problem that I think's going on. I looked up one of his videos, one of his reaction videos from, I think it was 3 weeks ago. It was entitled, Brandon Schaub Gets Exposed by Fired Co-Host Malik Brazil. And that 3 weeks ago, that has 60,373 views. That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot of views. The problem is, and on that, he has 284 comments. That's a lot of comments there too. The problem is there's 364 thumbs up. There's 754 thumbs down. And I don't think that YouTube likes that.
Do they look at that, not just views?
I don't know. I don't have a channel or one that's monetized. Maybe somebody in chat would know. But it just seems like with that volume that he's getting, it's just not being monetized.
Well, He says he's doing well.
Well, that's a good point.
I tried to figure out why he couldn't move to a bigger place, but I didn't really get a good answer from him.
Man, mom and dad had what?
It's all about watch time. That's
Querty, you called it a normal disagreement. I thought that was a pretty damn big disagreement tonight.
Well, I've been watching for a while, and I think that was probably one of the more mild ones. I mean, I've seen some brutal ones. I think we've all seen some more brutal ones.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that I counted there were 4 rounds. I thought by round 5 it was going to go either to a Des connection or something was going to go wrong because that was pretty heated. They talked about.
I'd say the button to push is to talk about is when he starts talking about her dad.
Yeah,
it starts going to hell. Yeah.
Yeah, that's where it goes. And but when they got heated, he said something about moving. Is the studio going to move? He kind of, and I asked him, I kept typing in the chat, are we moving the studio? Did anyone else catch that?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know. That's an interesting point. I think maybe somebody should ask him live because it sounded like somebody was threatening them. It sounded like maybe the landlord was barging in on them without permission.
Wow.
We have maybe a potential guest coming in a little bit later that could clear this up. I asked him when I called in. I couldn't get any answer. He almost seemed confused what I was saying. But I heard him specifically say, we are moving, and it didn't seem like they sort of had a choice. Maybe the studio's going to move locations.
Yep, looks like it. That's straight from the horse's mouth.
It sounded like he didn't know what you were talking about when you asked about it.
Yeah, that happens a lot.
Or it could be that he slipped up and he just...
if we're muted, I guess. You're right.
It could be that he slipped up and said that, and then when Kappa kind of started asking about it, he just dummied up.
So I was kind of in and out, so when he was talking about it, it wasn't like he's moving out alone, right? Because I know sometimes
he's not moving out alone.
No, it was as if the whole gang was
family,
moving.
Yeah. Dogs and all, the dogs, cats and all.
He's not leaving that cat behind.
No.
Love midnight.
60,000 views for that Brendan Schaub. That was one video.
Starbucks. Who's that?
Starbucks boy? I don't know who
he's
that
on
is.
saying he's in a lease till February of next year. I don't know how he would know, but that's what he keeps on saying.
The videos when he does Howard Stern content get a lot of views too.
I would have to go back and kind of look, but is that average 60,000? Do some of them get 2,000? I mean, to add up to 9.56 million, I mean, maybe they do get 5, 15, 30,000 views.
Mhm.
Well, Kyle mentioned that the Joe Button content was getting content. I mean, getting views as well. The Joe Button
It was.
content, yeah, it was. And that's why he started talking about his live stream.
His estimated annual earnings is 4,000.
Yeah, I think there's been iterations of the live stream. We've talked about this. I've tried to ask him about, haven't you sort of changed the show, the live stream? And of course, not the reaction videos. He doesn't know what I'm talking about. But somebody sent a video of him or a picture or something in a bomber jacket from when he first started. And when he first started, he was doing hard take videos. They're a little bit different than what he's doing now. They were like, I don't know how to describe them, but he was just like trying to generate heat, talking into the mic about topics. And then it changed to a fight channel. That was the second iteration. And then it came along and then got into a Donald Trump in politics for a year and a half. And then once Orange Man Bad is gone, there's this huge vacuum. Mm-hmm. And I don't think Kyle knew what to do, or any of them know what to do. I asked him this in one of our interviews, and he said, of course, he didn't know what I was talking about. And I think that this is what this sort of brand change is about. Because when you go back to his profile and you read what he wrote in as what he wants the channel to be, it says channel where radio and podcasting news and entertainment is discussed. Now, that's not what he did last year, with the Trump all year. So he actually wrote down here what his new marketing plan is going to be. I asked him about that tonight, and he kind of snickered and goes, so you already know, so why'd you ask me?
I heard that.
Oh, our Kyle.
You already knew, so why'd you ask me?
Two wrote, a couple of you forgot his Bill Burr pod phase.
I'm surprised. Did he throw in a scoff after that? Like, what kind of question is that?
Yeah, he was kind of like, why'd you waste my time? And I'm like, I had to goddamn explain it to you. And then you're like, yeah, maybe that's it. So I think this is the iteration of what the stream is going to be. I think we're going to be watching other people who don't know what to do now that Orange Man Bad is gone. It's extremely circular. They don't know what to do. You watch, except for Callan and Tripoli, or just like, the dude bro sort of, conspiracy bullshit. Everybody else doesn't know what to talk about.
It's not just the podcast world or the live stream world, though. It's just entertainment in general.
Absolutely. They don't. It was 5 years where they had their schedule planned every day. All they had to do was react one way or the other to Trump. Their schedule was produced every day. They had nothing to think about. Mm-hmm. So all these people that are supposed to be comedians turn into like political commentators and germ commentators and socioeconomic experts. And it's like, this is ridiculous. What are you going to do when Trump's gone? And you're not expert on all this shit. Well, it turns out nothing.
Yeah, another thing to keep in mind is YouTube has been clamping down on all these people for what they say.
Fake news?
Yeah, like you can't violate what they say. So there's certain things there's certain key words that the AI will just cut you off. I think there's like a word. I think Tim Pool was talking about. There's a name you can't say. You'll literally get cut off, and that's not even human. That's AI. It'll just cut you right off. There's like a name you can't. Yeah. So I'm sure that's pretty. Yeah. So
do you think that?
Conscious of that too? Yeah.
Do you think his brand change is somehow to leave like some of that behind or something? Start fresh with
I think there's a little bit of that. Yeah, I think there's. He's very. I'm sure he's very conscious. I've seen him get cut off live before. He was playing some kind of documentary about election. And it just stopped him. Mm-hmm. It cut him off right there live.
We can all agree that it hasn't monetized, but he's very savvy in the way that he thinks about marketing and angling. I think he's just sort of in a, what do I do with this phase here? But he does have like instincts at how to get these views.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. He looks at analytics for sure. I heard him mention that. That's why he was talking about that Joe Budden stuff for a while, because his other reaction videos were getting views. So on live, he started talking about Joe Budden. Yeah, go ahead.
I think Kyle's actually a pretty smart guy.
I think you're right.
I think he's very. I think he's an underachiever, and he just, tries to do the bare minimum to get by. But I mean, imagine if he really wanted to be something. I think he could.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. I do believe Kyle's a smart guy. I've always believed that. That's for sure. Yeah.
Well, when I watch his reaction videos, I think he presents it very well. It's almost like writing a paper every day. I'm not interested in a lot of these topics that he covers, but there's something there that when he does it, and everybody sort of knows it's clickbait, but I bet you people sit through the whole thing.
I'm glad you said that, because Starbucks Boy said it's clickbait. He throws stuff against the wall.
Agreed.
Also, Two Master said, can we discuss some of Kyle's failed ventures? And Australian Ellis said, Kyle has literally been big timing his viewers and detractors since the beginning. He used to post on Opie and Anthony's Reddit when he was Sans Rage, and even with no subs or views, he was king of social media. So some
of his failed ventures, I really don't. One of his, it's got to be his merch. I think one time I asked him a question about his merch, and he told me not to buy it, not to pursue it. It was a waste of
I
time.
remember him saying that.
He can explain why even producing a mug with some writing on it would cost you $15 just to do this. I don't know how his math, but he was angry at the whole merch process. So I guess that is considered a failed venture.
That's a perfect example of him not working hard enough. Like that could have, come of something more than it did.
Well, it's self-sabotaging. I have another one. Remember when he actually had a sponsor and how that went?
I'm gonna bring that up.
Does everybody remember that?
Yeah. I remember that. Yeah, it was some kind of betting website.
Bookie.ag.
Bookie. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, okay. Bookie.
Did he take it seriously? Was he happy about it? Did he sell himself?
I mean, he didn't bash them or anything, so that was a positive for Kyle. He didn't bash his sponsors.
I think it was his contemptuous attitude when he would read it off.
Yeah, he was not happy to read that copy. I remember that. I signed up for Bookie.ag. I was like, I didn't get the $1,000 so I could bet or anything. So
I think you should take that up with him. I'm sure he'll take care. He won't unban like 600 people, but I'm sure he'll get right on that with you.
Two Master wrote, when Kyle started his channel and it got some traction, Kyle got into this weird blog site that was kind of like Substack, but you could in theory get money from likes.
He told me something interesting tonight. Did anybody know this, that he had the second largest, some kind of anime website, he claims, before he started this venture?
I have no idea.
Yeah, I heard that. He mentioned that several times, occasionally. He mentioned that. He said he had a website that was the top fan website for that Japanese anime stuff that he likes. Yeah.
And I guess he was saying it was going to cost him money to host it. So he said, fuck that. But has anybody ever been on it? Is it out there?
I don't know. Anybody?
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing. Hosting is a MFer, man. People want to start their own websites and stuff and all that, but hosting is a problem. Like if you get a following, hosting can cost thousands a month.
Absolutely.
People don't have websites anymore. They used to. Not anymore.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Website. That's like last generation. And what could have been? I asked him if it was a message board, and he said no. It's a website. And I was like, I don't know what that means.
The largest ANZ website.
And did it just have facts and pictures on it? What was it?
Yeah, maybe that's a good question, actually. He never really got into it. He just says website, and that's so vague. I don't know what do you mean by that.
Mm-hmm.
Like website, what do you talk about on there? Yeah.
Seems like it's so AOL or something.
Yeah.
What was the one before? GeoCities or something like that?
GeoCities, I remember that.
Yeah.
And speaking of equipment expenses, we have to do something about the microphone situation. Some nights it's not that bad, but it's just overall just unbearable. It's ridiculous that it's not fixed.
Yeah, let's send him one. Maybe we should raise some money and send him
a mic. I have a mic.
Yeah, well, many people have been generous and offered to send it to them, but Des has, of course, said that, blah, 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 I can't come here. So he has the money, and that's true because he's gotten very generous donations over the past week. Thank you for everybody who's donated, especially Papa Gorilla. So they should fix this situation because we just have to admit that the mic is not real. I mean, if you want to sit back against the wall, get a parabolic mic or something, but we have to fix it. 3 nights ago, I couldn't hear him at all. He was mumbling so low. I had him on the TV and and I just couldn't hear a thing he was saying. And it's just because the disparity of the levels, and we've kind of fixed it.
Yeah.
It is.
Hey,
but how do we say it gently? We know it's fake, and can you help us out? And it's not like he has a toupee. Just I don't know, fix the prop thing or plug it in or something.
It's probably that
Starbucks Boy
simple as
said
plug
he
it in.
used to use a simple wire headset in the past.
Susie, I'll send it to you and you can drive it to him, okay?
When you pick
Yeah,
him up.
when I go pick him up.
If
Well,
anybody in the chat has any ideas how we can fix this, I know they know what I'm talking about. If you try to listen on speaker, it's almost impossible between him and the levels of what he plays.
Mm-hmm. No,
I know his address. If it's the one he gave out on the air before.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Can we find that somewhere? Maybe I
God.
can send it to that address.
I'll DM you if it's really his.
Okay.
Okay. Well, yeah, this is like anti-doxing or just sending presents. Why doesn't he just get an Amazon wish list? Can we do it that way?
Yeah, that'd be easy.
Well,
Maybe
would have
we
to
could set
ask
it up
him
that way.
because he would have to set it up under his name and address.
But you don't have to.
Okay, but we don't need to know his
address.
address. Okay, let's not get into any address. Okay, there's an idea.
No.
Run that by
Yeah,
Deb.
he would have to set it up, but we wouldn't know. He would just buy him stuff and it would go to him. Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Let's set up a donation that way, and it also can't be turned into vodka. If you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm sure Amazon sells it.
Well, wait. What did Kyle say Des spent the donation money on tonight?
Long Island iced tea.
Oh, $400 for the iced tea?
He said he was shocked that it comes in a bottle now. Get it delivered right to your front door.
Yeah.
Oh God, I'm gonna.
Bill the Butcher said he's seen Kyle's mom pick him up at the chip show. It was amazing.
I can't
Tyler
imagine that.
said he could have bought a top of the line mic with Papa's donation. A new mic won't really fix his slurring and mumbling and facing.
Well, nothing will fix that. That's for sure.
I think it's a nice gesture to get him a mic. Just like, hey, we don't hate you. We love you.
No, absolutely. And I'm telling you, a lot of people have offered. I know a few viewers that have offered, including Papa Gorilla, has offered a top of the line microphone. And
yeah, it'll go in front of his face, just like the other one. That's not what we care about. We just have to hear you.
Yeah.
Our ears getting blown out by Sam Tripoli.
yeah,
I think Des might be more open to the Amazon wish list.
I think she will.
I agree. Really, really
I don't
quick.
think they know. I don't even think they know that Amazon does something like that.
I still can't believe how much money I gave. Still, I can't believe it.
None of us. He threw that in her face and said she spent it. Did you hear him tonight throw that $400 in her face?
I gave a total of $800 for my whole.
Yeah, it was very generous. So hey, we want nothing but the best for the show, and we're gonna figure out this problem.
Use it for something good. But it's probably being used for booze.
Yeah, most likely.
The intent is that he uses it for something good, like a microphone.
Yeah, I want him to use it for the animals or something.
Yeah.
How about we send them like dog food and stuff?
I got time.
Making meals for the kids so they're not eating leftover
Wait, I thought you said something else there, Susie.
I have one other question. I'm kind of confused about the backup channel and the main channel and some of the things he was saying about the brand. Now, he was saying that he wants to stream everything through his backup channel and pull viewers from the main channel. I don't understand what that means.
What I understood from it was that he wants to broadcast from both of his YouTube channels, and then he stops the stream on his main channel and continues on to his second channel because that's where he wants to primarily stream from.
What's the benefit?
I have no idea. But he said that his goal is to drive everyone to the one, the
Why would he want to drive off his main channel? It's like he's trying to like cover up some past or something.
Hey, Des, I found a way to get more views and subs. Hey, come here, look at this. Let me show you.
Ross Wilson wants to know what drugs Kyle does. They maintain that he doesn't do any drugs, Ross Wilson. It's not Xanax. It's not anything like that.
Cocaine and LSD.
I have no evidence
That's
of
what I do.
anything
That's all
but
about it.
nicotine and alcohol. I just think it's amazing amounts of that.
Yeah.
If you want to
I don't know how Kyle would get any drugs to him. He doesn't leave the house. I don't think.
There it is, right there. That's actually that's the answer right there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He'd have to have seen a mental health professional to obtain medication. So it's that I don't think that's.
Even if he was buying it illegally, like where would he be? He doesn't leave the house.
Right. Exactly.
I don't think the drug dealer is coming to his house delivering it personally.
He can't get it. He wouldn't come up the steps. It'd be another fight.
If Cal doesn't unmute me, I'm gonna chop off my dick. What? Cool boy. What the
Cool
fuck?
Boy said that.
Who is Cool Boy? Anybody know?
He was on, remember, as Bobby Hill.
Don't remember the dude.
He was on.
I heard him call in. He was quite a character.
Yeah, I remember Kyle walloped him, and then he got annoyed with him because I guess he was annoying the chat, and then Kyle banned him. And so now Cool Boy's trying to get unbanned. That's what I remember.
Do you think that the future of the channel is what we're seeing now? Are we going to be sitting here watching Red Bar and watching other people talk about other people, talk about other people?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Wow. So maybe our first guest was right, that what he really does with the live stream at night is sort of just like decompress and have his Kyle time. And the focus is going to be on the reaction videos.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what it seems
If
like.
that's the future, I mean, that's not the show that I fell in love with.
Yeah, I think he doesn't really know what to do otherwise. The good news is, since recently, a lot of people have been calling in. Just not every night consistently, but much more than ever. I think we went months without somebody calling in. I called in once or twice, and then just more and more people calling in. I think he likes that, but behind it being, these documentaries and Tripoli stuff, I don't know.
Yeah.
You know what? Has he stopped playing those like Nazi documentaries and stuff?
Yeah, he has. I haven't heard one in a long time.
He must have got a strike hard on one of those.
Possibly on. They probably tons of keywords in those.
So are you saying that the reason he's on Saiyan's stream or whatever is because he's trying to get all his viewers over to that one? He wasn't copyrighted or a copyright strike or whatever it's called?
Why he's trying to get people from his main channel to his backup channel?
Because he was on his backup channel tonight, wasn't he?
Yes.
Yeah, he is. He has been for his.
He's been on his backup channel,
Yeah.
and I never determined why he was on his backup channel.
Even when he's removed his time in the penalty box, he seems for some reason want to leave the old channel name behind and start something new, because that's a bitch to get that many people to move over. It really is.
Yeah.
Yeah. You lose some people in the process, I'm sure.
Hold on, I got a phone call. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Do you think he tells Des about these marketing decisions and channel decisions? I asked him tonight how long, because I'm so disgusted by this name change. I asked him how long it took him to think this through, and he goes, about 10 seconds.
Could it be that he lost the other channel, or YouTube send him a notice, or?
No, I think he has been milling it over in his head about a whole new brand and image and marketing and everything changed, because it's not been monetizing like he thought it would have, all these clicks. And so he was sitting around playing his video games, and he just thought of the first thing that came to mind. Unique. That apparently he's been using on his video games for years. Why he plays his goddamn Swiss Sniper.
Do you think he consulted with Des at all before changing the name?
No.
I can't imagine if in those 10 seconds, Des, that came up. Oh, I know what started the fight. It was a
Yeah.
simple request for her to bring cigarettes. And he barked at her a couple times, and then something happened. She walked in, he was ready to lay into her. It was
Because
cigarettes.
he said he he would check in periodically and asked her if she was done doing whatever she had to do. And this time around, he asked her, "Hey, Des,
Putting
are
the
you
kids to
done?"
bed.
Yeah, and he said, "Yeah, with you." That's what Des said. Yeah, with you.
Susie, pick him up, please.
And that's what set him off.
And I counted 4 rounds, and I thought they were good. Craig, do you think that was run of the mill? I thought it was a little bit above average.
Yeah. Well, yeah, between above average and mild, I would say.
He got a little bit of scared stare. You know that when he thinks somebody might be an incoming punch. He had a little bit of it. A little bit. It was getting a little heated.
I thought it was going to escalate more than it did.
It did. So did I. Absolutely. I thought we were going to lose him tonight.
Especially after he mentioned her dad. I was like, oh, shoot.
Oh, he mentioned. I didn't even hear that.
Yeah, I didn't hear that either.
That was like, I think at the end of round 3, he was going for the throat. And that's why I thought we were going to get Des connected, but somehow we evened him out. I just couldn't get a square answer out of him tonight about the name change and all the marketing change. And I was kind of hoping Des would come on and maybe answer that exact question. Does he ever run these things by you, Des? Does he consult with you? Because she does a lot of the editing and decisions on when to end the stream and things like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, she just pulls the plug right out of the wall.
Who invented Des Connected? That guy, a round of applause. That's hilarious. Was that you?
I love it.
That's hilarious.
He has a bunch of them. They're hilarious.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Don't get me into my vortex.
That's legendary. All right. Congratulations.
Yeah. Thank you.
So she definitely has a big influence. I'm just wondering if she just trusts in the creative process and goes with it.
She's his teammate. She was very clear about that a week ago. They are teammates.
Before they got kind of heated tonight, though, they were having fun together.
That's why it's crazy. They were googly eyeing each other. And I was like, they are going to either fight or fucking. God damn it, they fought.
I don't want to see that. I'm sorry.
I'll have a look. I'm joking.
Somebody yesterday, or was it 2 days ago, put the funniest picture of Kyle I've ever seen in Discord, and it wasn't his face. Do you remember what it was, CZQ?
Absolutely, it was those feet.
It was this nasty hobo foot.
Master did it. I couldn't believe it. It's his foot. He's got his toes up to the camera.
He put his nasty foot up the camera and his little smiling Kyle face in the background. He was so pleased with himself. Nasty hobo feet with the nail curled over and everything.
Sure that I could see a Band-Aid on the bottom of his foot. And amongst other things.
And that big smile on his face, like he just got a bowl of all Fruity Pebbles, or what is that called? All Flakes, or what's the cereal he loves?
All berries.
All berries.
I never heard that.
Oh, that's the cereal he's holding up in that picture that Two Master.
The Captain Crunch.
I'll show you.
Berries.
That's the one he's holding up the box. He's got the cigarette in his finger while he's holding up the box. He's a professional smoker. He held up the cat with his cigarette in his fingers.
He did.
There's a funny one.
I
Good
still
night.
don't understand how he hasn't burned the freaking house down. Can anyone explain that to me?
Yeah, Des. That's how. Fire Marshal Bill. Fire Marshal Des.
Fire Marshal Des.
Hey, I think we found our new name in Discord.
Yeah, she has to put out a lot of fires.
Oh. Excuse me.
There was a funny meme I think Two Master put up on the main Discord where it's Alex Jones wearing an Obama mask, but he superimposed Kyle's head on it. Did you guys see that one?
I don't think I saw. No, I don't think I saw that one.
That one's pretty good.
Oh, did you guys like Kyle holding up the pit bull,
Oh, and then he
saying
says,
it was from
Yeah,
the Fifth
Element.
Element?
I'm
That
not
was-
saying the rest because
He was giggling. He was almost in tears. He was laughing so hard, thinking about the fifth. What a nerd reference, by the way, Kyle.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And he was over and over. You're the things from the Fifth Element.
oh, them dog people. Whatever the fuck they are.
Mhm.
He
Yep.
loves his animals.
I
You can do
enjoy
that.
his Dr. Evil impression with the cat. I have to say, I did appreciate that.
See, there's a soft side to our Kyle.
Mhm.
Yeah.
We don't see it very often, but when we do,
Once I get, maybe Kyle will get some more money next month. Well, the middle of this month,
Well,
as soon as I get my next check.
Papa, you know something about monetization on YouTube. Can you
I've
kind
never
of
had a
explain?
channel. I've never had a channel.
Well, can anyone explain how you can have that many views and that little monetization to go with it?
it sounds like it's getting harder and harder to make money off YouTube, though.
Yeah, it is.
I
I've
think
heard that.
you're right. I think Google Alphabet has figured out a way to sort of reward what they want to and
Mhm.
not reward what they don't want to. And
Yeah.
he just fills a lot of categories that they don't want to.
Yeah, I think so too.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Though Tim Pool does pretty well still, and he does.
Mostly
Well-
that it's not original content. It's not original product.
Yeah.
It's commentary, but I
It's
think
reading
even with the
news articles.
commentary, they do best with sponsors and some other things.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
derivative.
yeah.
It's sort of derivative media. But I really don't know how it's monetized. But
Yeah, maybe I should look into that because I've always wanted to know that.
Everyone's saying it's all about watch time.
Well, that's what Kyle kind of was saying is that's why his videos are so short. Is it's not so much like how many
Mhm.
views it's your views, but you also have to have a certain amount of watch time on your video, so it's easier to monetize, I guess, shorter videos because people will stick around for 30, 45 seconds.
well, here's a question: why do you guys think he gets so many thumbs down? Because even if it's clickbait, the people that seeked out what the title was, they got what they were looking for. Why were there so many thumbs down on his video?
I don't know about that. I
Do
mean,
you think they're
maybe
just fucking with
with
him?
his obscure stuff, like his obscure like comic stuff, but when he does like
No,
a
it's
Howard
consistent.
Stern-
He gets a lot of thumbs down on his videos.
Yeah,
Could
but
be.
what I'm saying is, when I go and watch a reaction video, I'm usually disappointed. Like this is
Oh.
old news. This is old news,
Oh, I
Kyle.
see what you're saying. Yeah.
See, I usually know nothing of the topics that he's doing them about, but you feel like not satisfied with what he promised.
Yeah, or he's just reading an article. I mean, I'm like,
Oh.
I've gone online and read that myself.
Oh, you don't like it read in his voice? If you do.
Is Dez gonna come on? Can we get Dez?
I think we're have to probably line her up for another night.
Yeah.
Yeah, who knows?
It is getting a little late. He went late tonight.
Yeah.
Well, I was
Yeah.
talking to him for a while, but that was certainly late for him.
Yeah, he seemed to be really appreciative of your call.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was surprised he picked up.
He
to
really
tell you the
did.
truth.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's always consistent. If I say, will you please unmute me? He does every time.
Yeah.
Well, Papa, the other night when Susie and I were in the Discord with you, I noticed the only ones he was muting were Susie and I, not you.
Hmm.
So he like,
See, I can't see that the way I'm set up. You guys were muted?
I
Yeah,
didn't notice it.
Off
Wait,
and on,
there's
yeah.
a there's a
Muted.
possibility somebody else was doing that, right?
that's what I was thinking.
It's
Yeah.
Cole. Her name
Okay.
is Dez.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I couldn't see that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we were trying to talk, and nope.
You think you're both Susie.
And then she did admit that she muted SD Girl because she found her questions
What's
not.
Oh, okay. All right.
I
So
guess,
there's
I
the
guess she
answer.
didn't like my question what he had for dinner that night.
what's
Yeah.
cows that can be taken along? What did you have for dinner?
How proud was Kyle to describe himself making himself breakfast for once?
He was so excited, and then he didn't know what to
He
call the
was
egg
so
he made.
excited. He told us what he made. He told us his special Kyle system he does where he takes the egg and actually flips it. That's right. He
Mhm.
flips it.
Yep. He was so happy with
He
himself.
flipped it and didn't break it.
Mm-hmm. Because he loves dipping his toast in that yolk.
Yep. Same here.
Yeah.
Cook me some eggs, Kyle.
Well, lots of questions answered, lots of questions remaining. But I think it was a fun night. I thought we were just going to listen to
Hey, toilets?
Tripoli and Callan and
Oh.
Red Bar all night, but it was unexpected. I thought we had a lot of fun.
I had fun. Thanks, Kyle.
It was insane. It was insane. It was a lot of fun, though.
Yeah, definitely a good stream tonight. I would say so as well.
Yeah, and then maybe we can get Mrs. Science on. She's a little hard to pin down, sometimes a little volatile, but maybe we get her perspective of the creative process. But this was fun tonight, guys.
Yeah,
No, I
absolutely.
did reach out to Des, and I asked her to come on, and
She ain't coming.
it looks like she's not coming.
Okay, well, thanks, guys, everybody who came.
Yeah.
Yeah, did you
And-
guys have anything else to add, or are we good? Or
I think we said it all.
You said it all. Okay, guys,
sounds
thanks for
good.
coming by.
Everybody.
We'll see you soon.
See you next
All right,
Wednesday.
thanks for listening,
Take care,
everybody.
everybody. Yeah.
Subscribe.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Right.